Hi, my name is Jean and this is my channel Learn with Jean. In today's video, I'm really excited to talk about the 3 ways that you can conduct market research in your online business. So the reason why I wanted to make some of these videos because I feel like I see a lot of people struggling to get their business off the ground, get their business to the next level, as well as struggling to know what to do next. And so before I get into those 3 ways that you can do market research, I want to talk about that market research is such a big word. And so I'm hoping I can maybe simplify it and maybe use something else to emphasize to anyone who is struggling in their business that the most important thing you need to always be doing with your business is to learn about your customers' needs, challenges, and pain points. Your customers are the core of your business. Your current customers, your potential customers, and finding new customers. When you focus on these core 3 groups, either you're new, prospective, and or going out to look for new customers, you really aren't just looking for them to sell them something. You're going out there to learn about what they're struggling with. So for example, if I am trying to help you build your online business and I want to sell you some ideas that I think would be helpful, I need to first understand and learn deep down what's the hardest part about the business. Is it getting it off the ground? Is it getting it to the next level? Or is it even coming up with the idea for the business? Or is it even like technology? All these, there's so many different components of an online business. And so my goal as a creator would be to learn deep down what is the biggest problem you're facing. What is really holding you back? What is preventing you from getting this business off the ground, getting it launched, getting it moving, getting it scaled? And so the best way to do that is by asking you questions, asking you in a very kind of 2-directional way what you're struggling with, having you tell me what everything is going on in your business, having you tell me what is keeping you up at night, what are the biggest obstacles you're facing. Because the more I can learn from all the different customers that are in my business or the customers that I'm potentially targeting, the more I have data to help me decide what am I going to build. Because most creators make this mistake of building and getting a few sales, but never enough sales to really have a solid business that goes from being a hobby to a full-fledged business where you have a team, you have sales, and you have systems in place. And so I thought this is a really great video to emphasize and hone in and hopefully help you guys as well. So if you have any feedback, questions, or comments, please feel free to leave a comment in the video below. You can also feel free to send me an email and reach out to me and ask me questions, and I'd love to hear from you because I want to help more people get their business started and grown as well. The first step of how you would do market research is go to a Facebook group. Go to any Facebook group, actually. I think that is really the best way you can learn what people are struggling with, because guaranteed, if this was me, and I am in a lot of Facebook groups, so I see this, especially in online course creation Facebook groups, I see this a lot, like people struggling with their business, struggling to get it off the ground. They're not sure what they're selling. They're not sure what their even opt-in is. And so the best thing is to join a bunch of Facebook groups. And I know there will be questions that people ask you in order to join the Facebook group, but go ahead, fill those questions out and just be an observer. Start to see what discussions are happening. Start to see what the conversation is about. Because you'll start to see that the conversation that is happening in one group is going to happen in multiple groups. So then when you start to notice those patterns, and this is all part of reverse engineering, is studying what other people are doing in the group, studying what other people are commenting on, studying what other people are sharing, because that's going to inform your business and the direction in your business. So sign up for as many Facebook groups as possible, but sign up for groups that are engaging. Sign up for groups that have active discussions, active members, and really conversation. Because if you're signing up for a Facebook group that isn't very active and doesn't have a lot of conversation, then that's not going to help you. So don't join the Facebook group that is not active. You want to join one that has a lot of community discussions, a lot of activity, because you're going to start to notice and observe and take notes onto what people are talking about, and then you're going to contribute to the conversation to help inform the direction in your business. So that's step number 1. Go and join a bunch of Facebook groups. Go and join a bunch of active Facebook groups in your niche and in your area. So if I want to sell a course creation product, then I would join course creators community to see what people are struggling with. The second step of the market research, or the second tip that I can share with you, is to talk to your email list. There is no better way to learn what your customers need than talking to them, either by sending out emails and asking people to fill out a survey, asking people to sign up for a quick Facebook group, or even jumping in and offering to do a live kind of like market research call. This is the best way to really foster engagement, because sometimes emails and or surveys are less exciting. People get bombarded with emails and they're really not excited to respond to an email or even a survey because they're getting that constantly. But if you offer to do a 15-minute or even a webinar where you can ask questions and you can start to poke at the challenges that people are facing and dig deep to really get to the root of the problem. My favorite example is sometimes clients will come to me, prospective clients will come to me and say, I need help doing XYZ. Oh, and I'm like, okay, you need help doing XYZ. And as I start to dig deep and ask them, okay, you want to do XYZ, what have you done so far? Who are your customers? Tell me about the pain points that they're facing and tell me why you decided that this was the right opt-in and this is the right direction in your business. Because I want to validate that all before we get into doing any kind of XYZ. And that's exactly what you need to be doing with your email list. Start talking to them and asking them those really deep questions, because when you start to ask those deep questions in your process, you'll start to really find out what the real problem is. What I say, the problem behind the problem, because problems are much more deeper than they appear on the surface. 99% of the time, there is rarely a situation which I've talked to a prospective client where the problem is not what they think it is until I start to ask questions and dig into the nuances of the business. So go and talk to your email list. Go and engage with them through a phone call or a Zoom call, because the more you develop that rapport, the more people will trust you and want to share and confide in you. If you do not have a strong relationship with your email list where people are regularly responding and are engaging, then it's really hard to dig deep what the real problem that they're facing with so that you can develop the right product that they need. The last thing I want to suggest is, in addition to surveying your email list and talking to your email list, you also want to be talking to your own community. And this is so important for every creator. Communities are the backbone of every business. It's that relationship, it's that sense of connection and that rapport. Engage with your Facebook group, post discussions, and you don't have to do this all by yourself. You can hire a VA to support you and to aid you in posting discussion questions, and then you can carve out time every day. Say, I'm going to carve out 10 minutes or 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the afternoon to respond to discussions, so that you're not always spending time in the Facebook group. You're actually focusing on the business. So I hope those 3 tips were helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, feedback. I'm happy to help anyone. Please let me know what I can do to support you all in growing your business and getting it to the next level. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.